Hey folks, how are you? Rick here with Hit and Run Candlesticks. This is Monday, July 25th, 2022. The market is all closed up. It's about 6:20 Eastern right now. And I wanted to do a little video on some retail stocks. Well, the retail is taking a beating tonight, so we should see some really good shorts coming out of the retail, and I wanted to get this out. So take a look at the XRT ETF, and you can see we rallied up here above that 50 period moving average, and now we're failing it pretty hard here. So this kind of puts us back in that downtrend, and we can just take a look at that. There we go. So we've got that downtrend. Below the 50, I see nothing but more downside and some shorting. Take a look at the weekly chart. Look how we're moving sideways here, right at the 200 period moving average. The next support level that I see down here is about 51-ish on XRT, so about right there maybe. And even then, to be honest, I'm not sure that this is going to stop it right here. We could see it down here at 45. So let's take a look at XRT, maybe put that on our watch list. Okay, let's take a look at some of these others. And I want to show you what I did here. For those of you that have the scanner, the live trading alert scanner, let me show you something on this really quick. I'm going to open it up, and then we'll take a look at some other charts, okay? If you search for sector, with the plus sign here, just search like this. Just start typing sector. I won't make us wait anymore on that. There's the sector right there. Just click on it, and then you can come over here and set the parameters. You can pick whichever sector you want, and I just took the retail trade sector, and then I added minimum recent volume. So let's click on that. I'll show you what I did. The past 50 days, I want 400,000 shares traded per day in there. Anything less than that, I'm not too interested in it. Well, that brought us down to about 76 overall charts. So I just started this. I just opened this up when I saw retail was taking a little bit of a head bang in here. And already there's been a couple come through here. And then I added the whole 76 or so over here to a watch list, and I just went through and picked out a few. So let's take a look at some of these. So we'll start with what's over here on the scanner right now after hours, KSS. So here's the daily chart. We tried to rally up, and nasty candle to the downside after kind of looks like a little dark cloud cover here. Opened up above the previous day and closed more than halfway down. If we look at that weekly chart, look at that flag that's building on here. So let's move over here, and maybe down in the 51, 21, 30 area maybe is what I would be looking at. TSCO, get that up. Here's the daily. You can see we've got here, let's do this. There we go. You can see this trend we have here, and we've gapped down a few days ago, and now we're right at that 50 period moving average and failing here. Take a look at the weekly, and we've got a blue ice failure. I'm just going to automatically go down to the 200 period moving average, and that gives us about 37, well, a little less than that. There you go. About 31% right down to the 200. Let's take a look at BBY. BBY, there we go. I'm going to start with the daily. Again, we're failing the 50 period moving average here. That's a bad moving average to fail. So let's move over to the weekly. Sorry, I'm going a little fast here. I don't want this to be a long, drawn-out video. I just really want to point out that retail's taking a beating, and we might see some really good shorting out of it. Look at BBBY weekly chart. I'm going to have to go down to these lows down here, $49. That's a, what is that, 49% move. GPS, if we look at GPS, this might not be so bad here. Not too bad. Down here to 520. Probably should have just done this right here. There we go. Go back to that daily. There's the daily chart. Failing the 50 period moving average. Dollar General. Dollar General's pretty high up here. Put in a high, a failed high, and then more failed highs. So let's just draw a line down to that 200 maybe. Let's take a look at the weekly, see if that helps out. Yeah, 224 is where I would start. That's not too far down. We come down a little bit more. Maybe we can get down to the 200 here on Dollar General, and that's 31%. All right, let's take a look at some of these that I kind of picked out, sort of cherry picked for my watch list. Walmart. Walmart took a beating here. So here's Walmart up above the 50 period moving average. Has come down through that 50 period moving average. And we're seeing a little support here, at least for now, after hours. Well, here's the weekly chart on it. We start breaking through. Looks to me like we might possibly retest this March 2020 lows down here at 102 on Walmart. Another one, we already did KSS, I believe. Yeah. Here is Wayfair, failing the 50 period moving average on the daily. And here's the weekly, just kind of putting a little bearish wedge in here. Here's the lows, previous lows down here at 2165. Dick's Sporting Goods, go back to that daily. Anybody recognize this chart pattern? Here we are up. We're failing this dotted line up here. This is what we call a dotted deuce. Here's an evening star. We've got about an 8% move down to the 50 period moving average on the daily. And here's the weekly chart. I would take a look at that 200, which, well, holy moly. Seriously? Look at that. That's a 40% move back to the daily. There we go. Yikes. Let's take a look at Target. Look at Target. Failing the 50 period moving average with an evening star. Go to that weekly chart. Look how we're failing the 200 period moving average and that bear flag setting up. So let's look for some support. Maybe right in through here, perhaps. 106. What does that represent percent-wise? Sheepers. 44%. Here, let's look at Amazon, a big boy. Here's Amazon. We'll start with the weekly chart. We're having trouble with the 200 period moving average. If we take this out and look for a little bit of where we might see some support, maybe right through here, 88. Let's put this little thing up. So 32 on that. Here's the daily, what that might look like here. Now remember, on all these, we're going to have to follow what the market is doing and what these charts are doing. So these are just some shorts from the XRT ETF, the retail, where I see a few problems maybe happening, and we might want to add those to that short list. Anyway, I'll cover these more in detail tomorrow in the Hit and Run Candlesticks members trading room. All right, hey, thanks for watching this video. I appreciate it. If you would like to take a trial, it's 30 days, it's $49. I'll guarantee you it'll be worth it. Check out the link below, okay? Check out the link below. All right, we'll see everybody in the trading room tomorrow. Thank you.